Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the UNLV Rebels taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Dukes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the UNLV Rebels offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So James Madison's offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Coastal Carolina came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Chants team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Try to get it to the edge. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Under fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the pressure. Already, always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The Dukes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Dukes have their offense in high gear. On the move. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the option. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the left.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Back to pass, it's Evans. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Oh, better look out. Oh, a lot of space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, James.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Evans. Bringing the heat. Then as he throws.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get.
Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, UNLV. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
21, James Madison, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Touch pass on the right. Oh, he's got some space. is off to the races, and they finally get him down at the 5-yard line. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense going all in to stop the run. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dukes.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got the quick completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Runs through the tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
Snags it down the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Beasley. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got his man on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Evans. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, James Madison.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Dukes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lions. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor.
He tries to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Throws to the back. Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. I wonder a lot of times why teams don't run this route more often. It's an impossible matchup for the defense.
Linebacker on running back. I'm going to lose that matchup a lot, but a nice job by the running back selling to the flats just enough to get that inside space to open up, make the catch, and start getting down the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Gets the back moving. They're going to run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play...
Touchdown, James Madison! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Irvin. It's a running room. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter. He'll return it. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Dukes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Reeder. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Evans. The screen, he can go. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second. Touchdown, Dukes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They go to the counter. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now, throwing.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
Off play action on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Here's the handoff. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Evans. He wants to take the top off. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get...
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Reeder. Shakes off the defender. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, James Madison.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it is good. Split chip shot. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.